Hey there guys, what is going on? And welcome back to the channel. We're going to be looking at another Mcfarlane beast for you today from the Mcfarlane Hall of Fame. This is the 12-inch Predator, and I believe this is the Jungle Hunter from the 1987, and still, by far the best Predator movie ever made. This guy was part of a set of two, but you had to buy both figures individually. He was one of them, and the other was, of course, the big chap. So this technically was an Alien vs Predator box set. And I'm lucky enough, fortunately enough, to have the much more smaller version of this. But I still need to track down the Alien to complete this set, because obviously the bigger the scale, the more detail it is, the better it looks. Again, this is a piece that is very statuesque. But again, I mean, I'm a stickler for detail on these things, and I'm going to go over this with a fine-tooth comb. I will go over it with a better light source, but first I'll just try to work with what I've got. I'm really just using a light from my bedroom and just natural daylight. But this is Scotland, so natural daylight, it's hard to come by. He is everything that you would expect in a Mcfarlane figure. Great sculpt, great detailing, especially for the age of these things. He's got his plasma cannon and his backpack. The armour and stuff is really, really nice. His base is really cool as well. Has a really nice kind of like jungle environment to him, so you wouldn't have to do much to him if you were a customizer. And he's got a good bit of weight to him as well. He's a sturdy figure, but when I got mine, obviously you guys know me that I am a collector and I like to go back and buy things that, I missed out the first time round, so the initial runs. A lot of these guys now are quite old. So when I got this guy, you can see it there, I did have to do a rather ghastly job at gluing the feet back on the base because he was subsiding. And I think the ankles take a lot of weight. And this guy, like I said, he is pretty top heavy, so there was an issue where I did have to repair him. The infamous dreadlocks, a spinal cord that he's got draped over the back of him. He does have his retractable claws, but again, my version doesn't have those because they broke initially with his age. Right, gotta focus, there we go. But nonetheless, I guess that really in this game you kind of get what you pay for. If you are a stickler for things that are like complete, then fair dues. But for me, guys, as I've said to you all before, I'm a budget collector, and I'll take really whatever, if there's accessories missing or doesn't come with its original box. It doesn't bother me as long as the figure itself is in reasonable good condition and he looks good on display, if I remember right. Yeah, this opens. I don't think there's anything in there. I'm trying to do everything at once. Oh, there it is. This little clock. So now that I've got the torch out, but it is a really nicely sculpted figure. I wouldn't expect anything less from Todd and the boys, the Todd father. I will never ever be able to give enough praise to Mcfarlane and what they did for me in my collection. And there he is, old vagina face himself. But it's a cool piece, like I said. He does stand at 12 inches. I do have the smaller version of him as well that will probably appear on the channel a bit later. I hope I did a good job for you guys capturing him. Like I said, I'm not an expert at any of this stuff, so I try my best. But there you have him, Mcfarlane's 12-inch Predator Jungle Hunter. Now refusing to focus. Take care, guys. Thanks very much for watching.